Welcome viewers. This is a video made especially for first year students in all institutes of hospitality. This format belongs to a hotel brand in India. The brand is Taj and this particular brand is Vivanta. You can see it in reverse. So they have shared this with one of our students who has shared it with me. I hope I'm not breaking any laws of my country. I'll just zoom it for you. The idea is to make the students aware what the hotel expects from them when they go for industrial training. So Taj is one of the finest brands in the world, and India it is a leading brand, leading hotel brand. So this appraisal form is made by Taj, Vivanta, Hyderabad. So look at the criteria on which you'll be assessed. The rating can be from 1 to 5. The first criteria, first benchmark, yardstick is attendance and punctuality. I don't need to explain this. Personal appearance and image, grooming and conduct. If you're not aware of this, you need to actually learn something about it. I would also make an effort to make a video on grooming. Conduct has to be professional, has to be socially acceptable, and at all times, on the job, off the job. Product knowledge. Here, the product would be the menus in the hotel, the rooms, their prices, the outlets. I mean, how much this learner has made an effort to learn the information about the hotel so that he is in a position to communicate with the guest and supply information and reduce the load on the permanent employees. People who are working for a long time, they often get bored repeating the same information again and again. Guests may not realize it, but no, I as a teacher also have the same problem, talking about the same topic again and again. And therefore, if the trainees can take this responsibility of learning about the hotel as a product, its outlets, its menus, its timings, its pricings, then they can be a valuable help to the existing employees. Technical knowledge is about in the field of hotel management, and I do not need to elaborate on this. I think we all understand. If you go to front office, then you need to have information about front office. If you work in F&B service, then you need to be good in technicals of F&B service. Task completion, meeting deadlines. This I'll explain a bit. We can finish all tasks, but then every day number of tasks are many and time is limited, and therefore we are uh, expected to finish the tasks in a short span of time with quality being maintained. So that is what is a major challenge for new students. So either they are very focused on quality, they want perfect work to be done, or they just want to finish it as soon as possible. So the right approach would be to balance the quality and the time. Best possible quality in minimum possible time. Deadline is like the end time which is allotted to a task. For example, if the buffet opens at dinner buffet opens at 7 o'clock or 7:15, then the food must be delivered to the restaurant by 7 o'clock. So 7 p.m. for the kitchen is the deadline. Communication skills, I don't need to explain that. I would like to add here the advantages of being multilingual, the capacity to speak more than two languages. Most of us can communicate in English and in our mother tongue, but we need to develop and work on at least one foreign language that will help you in going abroad. Energy and work rate. Now this has something to do with health. People who are healthy, they are more energetic. People who are not healthy, they are less energetic. People who have sufficient diet, they will have sufficient energy to complete all their tasks. People who have poor diet, they will have a lack of energy. Similarly, people who drink alcohol or who consume uh, drugs, they may have issue with this, and hotel wants healthy employees. Please understand that. Interpersonal skills is the ability to work in a team effectively. Just being with a team and not bonding, not having relationship, not talking is no good. So we should develop our social skills, and we should learn to be polite, learn to be humble, learn to be cooperative. Being proactive, it's a bit confusing. So proactive is being prepared in advance. Proactive means being prepared in advance. So if you expect some requirement for something at a certain time, then a proactive person will get everything ready before that event takes place. Respectfulness towards superiors and colleagues. Uh, in one of the PowerPoint presentations of the Oberoi hotels, I came across the idea of internal customer, and I was confused what is internal customer. For F&B service and front office, we know who the customer is, who the guest is. It is actually the guest. But does the guest actually go inside the kitchen? So for the chef who is producing food, for him the guest is of course one external, but he also has an internal guest, and that is the F&B staff. So you need to be aware of that aspect. And colleagues are people who are of the same rank, of the same level. So superiors we respect, but colleagues we may be careless about. We may not show enough respect to them, and this is the real test of a gentleman. He is nice to everybody, a lady also. Sense of integrity. This is, I think, highly confusing. Integrity, integral, integrated, oneness. Integrity is oneness, which means you only have one face, public as well as private. So what you are in private, you are also in public. That is when you are supposed to have integrity. But if you pretend to be honest in public and dishonest in private, then it means you lack integrity. And if hotel discovers it, then you have poor chances of being employed in future. Orientation towards customer delight. Do you think it's your responsibility to delight your customer? If you think so, then you will make an effort. If you don't think so, you will not make an effort. If you make an effort, your manager, your supervisors will notice it. If you don't make any efforts to delight the customer, they will also notice that. Who will be selected? I don't want to comment. You already know. And let me explain what is delight. Happiness we all understand, but delight is when your expectations are exceeded. You receive more than your expectations. So a hotelier, when he or she goes out of his or her way to bring happiness to a customer in unexpected ways, in unconventional ways, then no, we leave a lasting impression on the guest, and that is called customer delight. Orientation is your mental mindset, your makeup, your attitude, your thinking. Then ability to take on expected responsibilities. Sometimes, we are given a task to do it alone, without supervision, without, any assistance. We should be willing to accept responsibilities, because without that, we will never feel confident of ourselves, and we'll never progress in our life. So be ready to take responsibilities. Responsibilities do make people afraid. It makes me also afraid. Even I want to avoid responsibilities. But then somebody has to take responsibility, because we all live and we all have needs. And finally, we have one category for overall performance, where maybe it is the total is there. Then the feedback, of, of course, it is left blank here, but the manager can give a feedback here as to what this trainee needs to work on, and then the comments on the strength and overall performance. This is the sign of the trainee. He has to accept the appraisal for it to be valid. If he disagrees with it, then he has to communicate with the HOD who is doing this appraisal. You have to convince him why you think you should get more marks in a particular area. This HOD is the manager who is head of the department and who is running this appraisal. And unit learning and development is a training manager who is responsible for the success learning of the trainee during their industrial training. So this is a presentation on the criteria by a upscale hotel in India, what they expect from an industrial trainee. I hope you will keep these factors in mind and present yourselves smartly, effectively, and pleasantly. So that's all in this video. Thank you. Have a great day and have a great industrial training.